Welcome you all to CAT 2022 पेपर रिव्यू। हम बात करेंगे कैट का पेपर कैसा आया था, कितने मिनट का था और क्या क्या सेक्शन थे और डिफ़िकल्टी लेवल क्या था और पेपर कहाँ से पूछा गया था या पूछा जा सकता है इन फ्यूचर और उसकी तैयारी कैसे करें। ये सभी हम ब्रीफ में डिस्कस करेंगे। कैट 2022 120 मिनट का पेपर था, 120 मिनट्स का पेपर था। ईच सेक्शन वॉज डिवाइडेड इंटू 40 minutes each. There were three sections: verbal ability and reading comprehension, data interpretation and logical reasoning, and quantitative aptitude. तो स्टार्ट करते हैं वर्बल एबिलिटी एंड रीडिंग कॉम्प्रिहेंशन से। इसमें 24 क्वेश्चन थे और इन 24 में 16 क्वेश्चन पैसेज से थे एंड ईच पैसेज वॉज 4 क्वेश्चन ईच। सो 4 पैसेज 4 क्वेश्चन के ईच थे, तो 16 क्वेश्चन हुए ये। बाकी पैराग्राफ कंप्लीशन था, समरी फ्रॉम पैराग्राफ था एंड पैराग्राफ कंप्लीशन था। तो पैसेज की बात करते हैं। पैसेज जो है बहुत ही अच्छे क्वालिटी का था। इट मीन्स वन मस्ट हैव वेरी गुड एंड इन डेप्थ रीडिंग स्किल इन ऑर्डर टू सॉल्व द सेम। वन वॉज ऑन स्टोइसिज्म, फिलोसफी ऑफ स्टोइसिज्म, वन वॉज ऑफ अनडेड, one was on critical thinking and technology, another passage was on abstract. The fourth passage was not easy. I would rate them moderate to difficult level, and the questions were also not direct. The questions were very twisted. They were not asking like what are the likely conclusion from the among the given statement. They were asking what are the unlikely conclusion from the given statement. They were asking which of the following, if false, would support the passage. Such twisted questions were there, and in order to solve them you must have thorough practice of solving papers. So solve as many as mock papers for verbal ability and reading comprehension section. Improve your reading skill. Read diverse thing. Don't just stick to one set of reading. Read diversely. Read about history, read about philosophy, read about literature, read newspaper. Improve your vocabulary. And also the vocabulary in the passage was not easy. They were tough. They were really tough. And I would say in order to solve them, you must learn daily vocabulary. You must incorporate vocab in your life. The famous saying about vocab is if you will not use it, you will lose it. So try to learn the new words and use them in your daily conversation. Use them in your writing. Read diverse sources, read diverse subjects, read 2 newspaper, listen to good news channels. So this was in very brief on verbal ability and reading comprehension, and I am saying this from my experience of taking CAT 15 times, and I have secured in past in verbal ability and reading comprehension many times more than 99 percentile. So this was my review of verbal ability and reading comprehension and the strategies in short to achieve good percentile. Now come to second question. I am talking in sequence in which paper appeared in my paper. Sections appeared in my paper. Second was data interpretation and logical reasoning. 16 question. There were 20 question and 5 case studies. And 2 were easy, 1 was moderate and 2 was tough. So this was the overall breakup of data interpretation and logical reasoning. The data interpretation and logical reasoning section was of moderate level. Verbal ability and reading comprehension was moderate to tough. Data interpretation was of moderate level since 2 caselets was not very difficult to solve. and other three was, one was moderate and other was difficult. So it was moderate level paper, but the same thing applies to data interpretation and logical reasoning also, that you must solve them thoroughly. You must practice the practice set, you must practice the mock papers in order to achieve good percentile in this. Last time in CAT 2021 I secured 98.6 percentile in DI and LR section. The only way to secure good percentile in this is to practice as much as you can. Practice from any coaching institution you like or from multiple coaching, and take many tests, as many as mock tests as possible. Do CL, do time, do IMS, or whatsoever you want. You do, but practice it. Practice. Do enormous practice for data interpretation and logical reasoning question. The third was quantitative ability. It had 22 questions. And the question was, I would also rate quantitative aptitude section as easy to moderate. Why easy to moderate? Because almost 10 questions were very easy. You could easily 10 question was easily doable. You could easily do them by applying your own logic, by applying common sense. The question ranged from arithmetic to geometry and few questions from algebra also. Just you need to have basic concept clear. I would recommend what I have read in the past, Quantum Cat by Sarvesh Kumar Verma sir, Aryan publication. That's a very good book for doing the quantitative aptitude section. Along with that book, I would recommend you to solve NCRT and your coaching material, and take as many as mock as possible and solve previous year papers. Quantitative aptitude was easy to moderate. It involved just logical thinking, applying basic common sense. You could have done the quantitative aptitude section. So this was in brief review and strategies on CAT 2022 and how to prepare also. I'll come with detailed video of each section, how to prepare for CAT 2022 in times to come. Hope your CAT 2022 had gone well, and wish you all the best for the next phase, that is for interview phase and group discussion phase. Hope you clear the exam with flying colors, and all the best. Jai Hind.